Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Saturday night. So you do not have to watch Saturday Night Live. You have a awesome alternative in the Noel ComiX live stream. So today we're going to be live streaming some games, and originally what I was thinking is we would play some Super Famicom RPGs, which we almost certainly will be doing some of that, since we did get the Tenchi Muyo strategy RPG, which is very, very good for the Super Nintendo. It's actually my favorite strategy RPG. But unfortunately, one of my all-time favorite celebrities passed away. And this is someone who I actually did a book report on when I was in the 11th grade. And this is someone whose fashion was something that was very influential to me whenever it was chapel day at school and you had to wear a tie, or a sports game and you had to wear a tie. I always emulated this guy's fashion. This is someone who I would always watch every morning at 9 o'clock, often when I was home sick, or just it was summer break. And that person is the one and only Regis Philbin, who sadly passed away. So we are definitely going to be honoring his memory with some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And like I said, we're not going to limit ourselves to this, but we are definitely going to start off playing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, because Regis is like easily one of my top celebrities, people I looked up to growing up, people who I continued to look up to into adulthood. Diego, my homie from another mother, awesome. Very, very cool. Glad that you are with us at a friend's house. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much for your commitment to the live stream. So, like I was saying, we're going to be streaming some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, among other things, to honor one of my all-time favorite celebrities, and just genuinely cool dude, massive personality, massive charisma, massive likability, not very pretentious from what I can tell, just a chill dude who I looked up to growing up, Regis Philbin. So he sadly passed away Friday at 88. I was actually really pushing for Regis to host the new Unsolved Mysteries. I thought that would have actually been really fun, because, that would have lightened the mood up a little. Can you just imagine Regis hosting Unsolved Mysteries? He's like, "Hello, I'm Regis Philbin, and welcome to Unsolved Mysteries. Some people say that a crime needs to be solved. Well, at Unsolved Mysteries, that's all part of the fun here." You can just kind of like have Regis's unique brand of Rat Pack tag-along nonsense and wild charisma that overpowered everyone in Hollywood. Really add some softness to the edge of Unsolved Mysteries. So anyway, I digress. I've been rambling on here for 4 minutes about my love and admiration for the one and only Regis Philbin. So let's get on to playing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, other fun fact is we do now have the HDMI to 480i converter box, and oh yes, we are gonna play some Let's play some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Nick, how the hell are you, my friend? So we're gonna actually set this up on our Sony Trinitron TV, and we'll pan this out. We are actually playing this on the PlayStation numero uno, and I'm just trying to see the best angle we can get here. There's the man, the myth, the legend, in that monochrome outfit that he is so famous for. Regis, huge freaking fashion icon as well. Yeah, honestly, I think one of the big reasons that Kathy Lee, and this is no disrespect to Kathy Lee, left the show was because I think she was getting a little bit jealous of Regis. Because, let's be honest, like, for a good chunk of the year 2000, he was by far the most famous celebrity in primetime television. I mean, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was so popular that it was literally on like 3-4 nights a week. I mean, people were just addicted to it. I mean, they straight up just drove it into the ground, basically. I mean, I never got sick of it because I've got that personality where I can watch the same thing like a jillion times. Many recurrences. That is awesome, man. You know, I actually was not that much of a How I Met Your Mother fan, but I did not realize that he was a regular on that show. I'm actually gonna hit the lights. We'll get down to playing. Okay. Regis on Seinfeld and in pro wrestling is another favorite thing of mine.
How you doing? Welcome to the show. How many players will be playing? Great. Okay, so you're all alone. Let's see. Do you need me to go over the rules of the game?
I know what we're doing here, Reg.
The first question I'd like to ask you is, what's your name?
Alright, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here. Actually, maybe we should turn the lights back on.
This isn't a trick question. We just need a name.
Alright, Regis. Never mind. We'll,
Great, thanks.
Oh, shoot, I messed it up. I just put N in. Whatever. Alright, come on, Reg. Let's rock and roll here.
Okay, let's play. Now for question number 1.
Alright, let's see this here. So this is like straight up my very real Regis credibility. When you dial 411 on a phone, who are you calling? You are calling directory assistance.
Okay, you think it's answer C.
Yes.
You are correct.
I forgot that this game had the dramatic pause.
So you're up to $100. Just 14 more to go. And now here comes your $200 question.
Okay, a flashing red traffic light signifies that a driver should do what? They should stop. This is some real brain busters here.
I'm certain it's A. Yes, that's it.
Alright, lights back on. It's actually better for the camera.
Okay, so you won $200. Now let's take a look at your $300 question.
By what collective names do Christians refer to the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost? That would be the Trinity.
You seem pretty sure the answer is D.
I am a Sunday school teacher of sorts, Regis.
You're right.
Triokia. Alright, Arrow. Yes, we are honoring the late, great Regis Philbin with some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
And now, check out your...
We're not only going to play this, we're definitely playing some Dragon Ball Final Bout, because Who Wants to Be a Millionaire's opening is sampled in that opening. Which of these is not a lock function on a keyboard? Caps lock, number lock, scroll lock, print lock. It's A. There's no such thing as a print lock.
You're going with A. You got it.
Arrow, we are playing this on the PlayStation. Actually, I should say that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sampled the opening to Final Bout. And I'll show you that when we play Final Bout, Dragon Ball GT. Which of the following candies is traditionally fruit flavored? Yes, Skittles is the only one of those that's a fruit flavor.
You're going with B, huh?
We have yet to need a lifeline thus far, because we've answered such brain busters as, what does 411 mean? Alright, now we're now getting a little more difficult here. They're having us, they're weaning us into the hard stuff here.
Hey, look at this, $1,000. Very nice. And you are at a safe haven. $1,000 is yours to keep regardless of what happens from here on out. Here comes your $2,000 question.
Well, we've at least got $1,000. That'll buy us some vintage games. Which of these is a type of artwork consisting of pieces of wood in geometric patterns? Market. I'm gonna go ahead and use a lifeline.
All right, you want to use a lifeline? Go ahead, pick one.
I'm gonna poll the audience. It's always good to poll the audience at a low level because, you know, these are questions that they would be more likely to get.
Well, there you go. Good luck.
I'm gonna go.
15 seconds to answer.
Gonna go with the audience here.
Going with what the people say. You got it.
All right. Now, the one thing that was great about the one thing that is great about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was the dramatic effect. I mean, this truly was like an apocalyptic game show for the new millennium. I mean, it was like you were in this ethereal cyberpunk coliseum where Regis Philbin was your high-stakes inquisitor. In the original Get Smart, what series is Smart's codename? He was 86. I love Get Smart. Agent 99 was his lady, the chief was the chief, and Larrabee was his buddy.
Okay.
I used to watch Get Smart all the time on Nick at Night.
Well done.
In fact, I really wanted the hairdresser to cut my hair like Don Adams, and she could never quite do it right, so I don't know. She just gave me like a regular haircut. I'm like, I want the Don Adams, damn it.
$4,000. Very good, my friend.
So, Arrow, we don't really have a big theme. I mean, originally it was going to be SNES RPGs. And then Regis died, and I was like, well, we're playing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Alright, the iMac computer is available in all of the following colors except... Ooh, son of a bitch. I'm going to 50-50 this right here. No, maybe I should phone a friend. No, I'm going to 50-50 it.
Okay, pick a lifeline. Going with the 50-50 option. Computer, would you please eliminate 2 of the 4 answers, leaving only 1 wrong answer and the correct answer? All right, there it is.
I'm going to go with Tangerine, because I've seen kiwi-colored iMacs. iMacs were a big thing back at the in the early 2000s, late 90s. Apple was making a name for itself with its aesthetic. In fact, we've got an iMac literally right to the right of the Trinitron right here. What?
Oh, wrong answer.
Ah.
Here's what you should have picked.
Really? Well, we got $1,000, so that's nice.
You did terrific. You finished with the highest score of the night. Perhaps you should come back again sometime for another little rendezvous and join me in a round of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
All right, that is some full motion quality right there. We are going to play this again. Hopefully, those of you out in Streamland aren't, bored out of your mind. But I mean, I don't know. I think we definitely need to do a few rounds of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to honor the Reg Man.
Before we get going.
All right, now we will enter in our proper name here. Now that we've realized that we should not turn the lights off, because the Trinitron will not get along well with the camera if you do that. I actually had to really quick learn my ABC. Like, everyone knows your ABCs, but you really have to learn your ABCs when you work in a pharmacy, and you're like, what's the proximity of this letter to this letter? So I was just thinking of that as I was having to like rapidly type in my name there. Okay, what is featured in Kingpin? That would be bowling. And don't go milking any bulls, because that
Pretty sure it's
is
B, huh?
not going to be working out well for you.
No, that's not it.
What? Oh shit! No, man. I thought it was.
Should have been.
I thought I hit bowling. Man, I left leaving here with nothing here. Need to go back to typing an N.
No. Don't spend it all in one place now. In fact, don't spend it at all. Put it in the bank, gain interest. In 40 years, maybe you'll have enough to buy a marble or something. Well, anyway, look, I'm signing off now. Good luck with everything.
Well, this is
See you
great.
next time, huh?
I
Who wants to be
didn't
a
pay
millionaire?
attention to my controller buttons, and now Regis is walking away in disgust. It is it's terrible. So anyway, if you go on the channel and you go to the international channel section, you'll notice that I have a vaporwave video
How many are you playing?
that is literally the mixtape I made to my Regis Philbin book
What is it
report
that people call you?
at Cortland Christian Academy. Regis's book, Who Wants to Be Me? Alright, we are now going to actually do my name justice here. And not just,
Great, thanks.
not pay attention to what we're doing in here. And I mean, maybe I'm low-key dyslexic and don't even realize it. I don't know. Because I knew that Kingpin was about bowling, and then I hit the button for golf.
Let's take a look at your first question.
We're playing this on our Trinitron that is handsomely adorned with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stickers. So that's good. Which of these is not a spice? What the hell? Okay, cucumber, right? Yeah, cucumber's a vegetable.
You've selected C.
Aniseed? I don't even know what that is.
You are correct.
Clearly I don't do enough cooking.
All right, you're off.
What do you guys think? Should I thematically label the streams? Or should I just go with, like, Noel Live and then the number? What is the name of the Starkist tuna mascot? Charlie. That's his name.
All right, you think it's A. Well done.
Whatever works with you. Alright, well, good to know. Yeah, well, today,
Okay, you've got $200.
in the mail, I got the Tenchi Muyo RPG for Super Famicom in English. It was custom made with a nice blue cartridge. And then I got a cool pair of 80s glasses. In the 60s TV series, who was not a guest villain? What? Who was not a guest villain? The Squeegee guy? The bookworm? Yeah, there's no Squeegee guy. That can't be right.
You're gonna go with D, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D. We're at a low enough level here so that they'll do a gimme. Although I'll tell you, it's like the first one, I felt like I breezed up through the thousands, and now I'm getting
Just 12 questions to go.
you know, kind of stumped
And
in
now,
the
your
low
$500
levels
question.
here before I even get to the plateau of 1,000. Who wrote Who wrote musicals with Oscar Hammerstein II? Rodgers and Hammerstein is the answer to that.
You're going with A.
That is my final answer. Yeah, you know, I mean, I watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think you never stick to a specific theme either way now that I think about it.
Take a look.
Yeah, I am pretty ADD in that sense. Who wrote A Tale of Two Cities? I believe that was Dickens. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
So you're
Because,
going with A.
yeah. What did Hawthorne write? Lots of stuff, and I'm blanking on it. I know Irving wrote Ichabod Crane, and then Mark Twain wrote, you know, Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, that kind of thing. I have a feeling Hawthorne wrote books about the ocean and that kind of stuff.
That's $1,000 in your pocket. You keep the grand.
I want to say stuff about, like, you know, naval warfare or fishing.
Take a look.
Or maybe he was a poet. I legitimately don't know. My mom's an English teacher, but I'm blanking on Nathaniel Hawthorne. How many... So you can already tell the music's now getting is more serious, more unsettling. How many $100 bills does it take to equal 1 million? It's 1,000, right? Either way. I'm going to save all my lifelines.
So you think it's D?
100,000.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. Here's what you should have picked.
10,000. All right, I just legit didn't know that. But I didn't want to, like, waste a lifeline on something that low when I was at the plateau mark, you know, so.
One thing I've learned from this show, it's, well, I guess I never really learned anything from this show. Okay, I guess I'll see you next time on... Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, right, that full motion video, I just legit can't get enough of it. I mean, I've also been, like, really interested in the idea of doing a, like, just a straight full motion video centric stream. I'll also show you guys the converter box that I got for our TV that lets us do HDMI to 480i. I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind today while I was working on my manga, and man, it's sharp.
What is it that people call it?
All right, I'm not even gonna enter in the whole Noel. I'm just gonna go back to the end because that's what's giving us good luck. So, you know, I can't remember. There's something happens when you enter in Regis, like he gets all sassy. I'm thinking we'll do at least 2 more. I mean, I don't know how you guys are, if you're, like, you know, bored out of your head watching this or not. I mean, I can never really tell how many people. Looks like we've got 2 people here, which is fine. But sometimes that's not an always accurate ticker right there. Who wrote the Odyssey? Homer!
You've selected C.
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Who died and made Plato the lord of ethics? Socrates. Socrates died and did it. There's a meme the other day. I want to see what he does when you write in his name. I will do that then. What part of the human body does a gastroenterologist examine? He said he's the stomach.
You've selected C.
I want to say he goes like, wise guy, eh?
Nice one.
And then he types in, like, F-U-C. Tells you to F off. That's not what he does. Regis, I don't think Regis is capable of swearing. He's, would just make an awkward joke that would make you love him more. Alright, in America, what is the main ingredient in pepperoni? What? Is that even a question? Okay, well, it's pig, so it's meat.
You want D? D it is.
Well, I don't understand. I mean, pepperoni is just pig, isn't it? Like, it's not...
And you're absolutely...
It's not like hot dog, where they take different kinds of meat and combine them. Incidentally, Peppa Pig, and I've said this before, thanks to Santino, is like one of my favorite shows.
And now let's go on to your $500 question.
In bowling, how many pins must you knock down to get a strike? That's a big old 10.
You seem quite sure it's C.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know, man. I feel like I have an easier time with this game when I just enter an N rather than the whole N-O-E-L.
You're up to $500, inching ever closer to the...
You know, Bill Lee, a teacher who I taught with, was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And he ended up going down at $1,000, I think. In American football, how many points is a touchdown worth? 6. That's actually kind of a trick question, because most people would pick 7, because the extra point is such a gimme most of the time. Unless you're a Vikings fan, and then your kickers are often terrible. Yeah, you at least get 6 points for the touchdown. Pork and spices is pepperoni. Okay. Interesting. Pepperoni is like the thing that Santino and I really like on our pizza. Although I still am going to, like, you know,
no matter what happens, you get to keep
steer away from the Peppa Pig
now for $2,000
discussion.
Here it comes.
Peppa's a different kind of pig. She doesn't... Peppa's family doesn't become pepperoni. Alright, what state is the movie Magnolia set? I want to say it's in California, but I'm going to actually I'm going to actually poll the audience here, because I have not seen Magnolia.
Okay.
Unless one of you guys know and you want to cheat, but I'm going to actually... let's poll the audience. We've already done that. I'm going to say it's in California, but I don't want to... Maybe it's Texas. Isn't that the name of that stupid magazine that Joanna Gaines does?
Well,
yeah, that's what I thought. It's in California. We're going to go with that.
Seconds to answer.
I'm going to go with... we're going to go to Cali.
Hoping numbers don't lie, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And you're absolutely right.
Right on. All right, well, some help you guys are. No, I'm just kidding.
You've reached the $2,000 mark. That's the highest.
I don't know how you walk on this game. I mean, I've played this game a bunch. I mean, like I said, I legit bought this when the TV show was out because I was such a big fan of it, and I idolized Regis so much. Where is Giraldi Square located? I'm going to phone a friend.
All right, you want to use a lifeline? Go ahead.
Because I have a feeling they'll make it the two Italian choices.
Not going to pick a lifeline. Okay.
No, I am going to pick a lifeline.
Yes, select a lifeline. Click. Okay, then, let's phone a friend. I know just the person to call for this question.
Please be Dave Letterman.
Day Bookstore, how can I help you?
I hope you could help me. It's Regis.
Hey, Regis.
I need a little help with a question. Is this a good time?
Oh, sure. Someone else is watching the counter. Take your time.
Super. Here's the question.
Where is he? Oh, well, you know, as it so happens, my friend Jan and I went on vacation to San Francisco just last year. And we were at Ghirardelli Square just before walking up to City Lights Bookstore, where I snagged an early edition Dharma Bums that pretty much made my year. What all this means is the answer is D, San Francisco.
All right.
It's D.
D, without a doubt.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for helping us out.
Well, either this guy is violently insane and just concocted a whole story out of nothing, and he's not married.
He says D.
His wife is actually just a broom with a bucket on its head that he carries around with him as he walks around the block. Or he actually did go to Ghirardelli Square in San Francisco, so I'm going to actually listen to him.
Okay, following the advice. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so he's not a violent lunatic, so that's good. I'm sure he and his wife, Buckethead Wendy, had a great time. Hey! Daimodachi, how's it going? We are playing some tribute to the late, great Regis Philbin, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We are at $4,000. Now, we're not just going to limit ourselves to this game, because, you know, you guys, maybe video game shows aren't necessarily your thing, but I thought it would be very appropriate to honor Regis, because I'm a huge Regis Philbin fan, and I'm really saddened by his passing. How long is a single term in the Senate? That is 6 years. Flex my social studies teacher muscle.
You say it's C. And that is correct.
So the cool thing about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire too, and I said this before, is like as you kind of climb the ladder, the audio-visual tension grows more and more. So, Daimodachi, I also enjoy your vintage Budweiser greeting right there.
You're halfway
With that. That. Now, if I was at this point in the show and I really didn't know, I would walk. Because 16 grand down to $1,000 is a pretty big drop. Oh, shit. What is the name of the POW camp where Hogan's Heroes are held? I love Hogan's Heroes, but I don't watch it enough to know the POW camp, because I just catch it whenever I see it sporadically throughout my life. I want to say it's C, but I'm going to 50-50 this.
Going with the 50-50 option. Computer,
Stalag
please eliminate
13?
2 of the 4 answers, but make sure that one of the remaining answers is the correct one.
Okay, it's A, because it's not Alcatraz.
15 seconds to choose.
Okay, I'm going with A.
You're going with A.
Yep.
You're right.
As I was seeing that, that started to kind of ring a bit of a bell. So, you know.
Okay, you've now won $16,000. Congratulations. Now here it comes for $32,000.
Okay, here's a spicy meatball. This is a big plateau right here. This is a new car, which I just bought, so that's nice. Which is not a new car, but what company makes perfumes called Beautiful and Pleasure? My gut is telling me Ralph Lauren, but Elizabeth Arden is looking really good. But I'm going to, or if this is real, yeah, I'm gonna walk.
Well, all right. Winning at the top of the leaderboard.
If I had to make a guess, I'd go with B. So I'm glad I didn't, because both my guesses were wrong, so I made the right choice there.
Hey, nice job. You quit while you were ahead and it put you at the top of tonight's leaderboard. Congratulations. Come on back and see me again on... Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
So, I mean, you know, again, I am a big fan of, like, the loud 90s fashion, but that late 90s slick, sleek monochrome that Regis rocks is just, you know, really one of the coolest things ever. Alright, we're gonna do, possibly our last game of the night before we turn on some Dragon Ball Final Bout, because, again, the opening to that, I've said this a million times, is very similar to the opening of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, for this one, we're gonna punch in Regis. See, I know he does something weird when you do that. It's been a while since I've played this game.
Oh no, there's only one me.
He makes her name phony. Alright.
Okay, let's play.
I need to make that a code notification. I gotta contact, like, GameFAQs or something.
Number 1.
Codes for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. If you type in... I bet he's gonna, like, ball bust me on the questions, too, because I tried to, you know, do his name. Someone would most likely contract salmonella poisoning from eating what? Chicken.
So you say it's answer B. You are absolutely correct.
I know moldy tofu is a delicacy in parts of Asia. So, you know, there's that.
All right, you're
But
off to a good start.
I know salmonella is what you get from screwed up, you know, chicken that's been out on the counter too long. Including the bottom, how many sides are on a square-based pyramid? A square-based pyramid? Sides? 4, right? I don't think I'm overthinking this.
B. Okay.
What?
No, that's not it. I'm sorry.
5?
Let's take a look at the correct answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's a giant check you got there. You know, size-wise. Well, depending on the size of your monitor. But hey, size doesn't matter. Am I right? Yeah, I hope I am. I hope that makes you feel better, too. Or perhaps you should come back and get another go on.
This is like Regis is going on about the fact that he feels that his that certain part of the male body on him is not big. I mean, I don't know what Joy told him, but I mean, Regis seems like a stallion, so yeah. He did lowball me, like, what the hell, man? We're playing this again. Sides of a square-based pyramid. I was thinking of corners.
Hey there, welcome. How many people?
So 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Whatever. Well, we're doing this at least one more time, and then we'll play some final bout. And then we got other stuff we can play.
Before we get going.
Or I'm honestly like I legit enjoy playing this game, so this is not like a chore for me. We're gonna do Regis one more time. There's other. I want to say there's other stuff you can enter, and they'll change it up. I remember my friend had this on PC.
Oh no, there's only one me.
And I don't know, imposter. Okay, there we go. Right, I am now the imposter.
Okay, let's play. Check out your first question.
All right, let's see what we got here. The PlayStation is going through SCART to component, so it looks very nice on our Trinitron. What color is a ruby? Well, that is red.
You're mighty confident it's A.
I remember the first guy who won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He like did the whole thing without a lifeline, but then burned his phone a friend to basically tell the friend that he won $1 million.
All right, you've got the 100. Don't
Good stuff.
It's only
Makes me wonder if the show has got a kind of a pro wrestling predetermined outcome dimension to it, but I don't care. Which of these is a member of the cucumber family? What the hell? I'm gonna have to burn a lifeline. I want to say green. They can't be a green pepper. Green bean. I'm audience. I'm gonna do the audience
all right,
here.
You want to use a lifeline? Go ahead, pick one. All right, then let's take a look at.
They're definitely giving me harder questions because I chose Regis. A watermelon is in the cucumber family?
I think it's pretty clear what they think.
All right, fine.
15 seconds on the clock, please.
I mean, they are both refreshing to put in a smoothie.
Right, listening to the
that could literally be something we do tonight. Make a late night smoothie.
And you're right.
We have the Food Ninja, and I like to have at least a smoothie or two a day. So
that's a hefty $200 in your pocket, and now you're just 13 questions away. Now let's take a look at your 300.
How else do I maintain my high fiber lifestyle with my stunning Italian physique? What is the final word of the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
D. Okay, D it is.
Said that all without kneeling. Ah.
You are so right.
Incidentally, I would not mind if the Vikings signed Colin Kaepernick, not because I necessarily agree with his politics.
And that nets you
I don't particularly disagree with a lot of what he says. I just think he's a crappy communicator. I don't think he's a very good quarterback either, but if the Vikings got him and played him in the backfield as a running back who could throw the ball in certain scenarios, they would have a nice shot at the Super Bowl. But I don't know if he'd go for that. According to the proverb, necessity is the mother of innovation, I think. Yeah. So, we'll go A.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You've selected A. Okay. Nice one. That's it.
So entering Dan Blonsky.
right.
or a millionaire will also make
$500.
Regis change the name.
Okay, here it is. Time now for your
What? Dan
$1,000
Blonsky has to be like a
Here we go.
developer on the game or something. I'm gonna do that Dan Blonsky after this. I gotta see what happens. Okay. Which fictional character is smarter than the average bear? That is Yogi Bear. Not to be confused with Yogi Berra.
D. Okay, D it is.
They did some like really, really weird Yogi Bear, Ren and Stimpy style cartoon on Adult Swim, and like, I mean, I'm not like necessarily opposed to. I mean, obviously, I'm not like opposed to like gay rights or anything like that, but the weird like
Hey, that was great.
like
You won
homoerotic
$1,000.
stuff in
You're now just 10
cartoons
questions
that
away
were
from
initially
$1 million
aimed at
jackpot.
kids is kind of like
And you're
I'm
on
kind
the
of
same
like
page.
that's not cool.
Here comes your $2,000.
Just because I don't know, it's not appropriate for kids, especially not in our culture. So, especially it's like I don't know, whatever. That's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Whom did Billie Jean King defeat in the Battle of the Sexes? I don't remember. I'm gonna phone a friend here. It's definitely not McEnroe.
All right, you want to use a lifeline? Go ahead, pick one.
I mean, I definitely liked a lot of Ren and Stimpy, but I
Let's
didn't
go
like
for
it when there was just like
I'm gonna get my pal Tamara on the line right here.
weird stuff about certain
Hello?
lifestyles.
Hey, Tamara, it's Regis.
Hey, what's up?
You know, I'm always calling you for questions. I've got another one. Can you help?
Yeah, I'm running off in a couple minutes, but let's go ahead and do it, okay?
Super. Here's the question.
Battle of the Sexes tennis match. You know, I don't really care for that term Battle of the Sexes. What does that mean? I mean, why is it indifferent for a man to play tennis against a woman as opposed to playing against another?
I want to say it's Bobby Riggs, right?
He's gonna feel like a big fat wimp if he loses. Maybe I can
Will
have Bobby
Valdez
Riggs.
makes it harder?
Yeah,
What?
You say it's D?
D.
Hey, thanks. We can always count on you, Tamara.
My pleasure.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care.
What makes it easier? Does Dan Blonsky make it
Thinks it's D.
easier?
Come on, you've got 15 seconds. What is it?
Yeah, I think it's D too.
So, you agree?
It's like some of this stuff. It's like you know it and then you forget it and then it rings a bell. So.
You've reached $2,000 and moving right along and just 9 questions to go. Now for $4,000.
Hey, Allie Metcalf. Allie, how's your summer going? Allie, we're playing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, some violent gaming happening here. Which American colony is known for its religious tolerance? Roger Williams found. Allie. Okay, so I got my student that just came on the stream here. So I'm going to show her that I actually know what I'm talking about right here. When I teach her.
So you're going with B.
Now watch me be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I know it's Rhode Island.
And you are correct.
You see, Allie? This stuff does work in the real world. If you ever run Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you could win a fat stack right there. Yes, okay, so Allie, so I don't know if you know this or not.
Okay, now you've got 4.
But Regis Philbin, who passed away today, is one of my all-time favorite celebrities. When I was in high school, I did a book report on Regis. I used to dress up like Regis on dress-up days because he was like, a sharp, sharp dude, way sharper than Dorman. And so you can tell him I said that too. Who was the first American in space? John Glenn. Yes. My mom actually corresponded with John Glenn. Anyway, so he passed away today, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was the game show that he hosted. What?
I hate to tell you this, you're wrong. I'm very sorry. All right, let's see what the correct answer was.
What was John Glenn was the first person to go around around the Earth, I think. So, yeah, no, I know.
The only problem is, I was asking... Who wants
Yes,
to be
rest
a
in peace
millionaire?
indeed. Yeah, so So we're not only going to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, even though I say that. I keep saying that we keep playing it because I'm kind of addicted to this game. But, all right, so now Will Valdez is going to make this game harder. But I'm going to type in Dan Blonsky and see what he does here.
How many contestants do we have? Thank you.
I'm thinking this will probably be our last one for now, and then we'll kick it to Dragon Ball. All right, Dan Blonsky. This typing simulator is really good. Almost there. This is some pulse pounding action here. And I just want to make sure I spelled this right. Yep, okay. Yeah, weird. Why do you love live streaming so late? What? Okay, yeah, okay, look at this.
I don't think so.
What? Smarty pants. Okay. Why do I like streaming so late? Okay, so here's the deal. I wanted to find a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom on PS1, and it's like, are you serious? I have a $200 game. Well, that's good. My Marvel vs. Capcom on PS1 is $200. All right, good deal. I wouldn't sell it for. I mean, I love that game. So, I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm sorry. What country did Pokemon originate? Ooh, Japan. I was gonna make some joke about how I could retire and not be a teacher anymore, but since one of my students is here, I probably shouldn't do that.
That's it.
But if I did retire, it would definitely be because of kids like Ally Metcalf. That kid is a freaking terror and a half.
So you're up to $100.
I mean, she's just lucky I don't have windows in my classroom, or I would just heave her out of the room. So, anyway. What metal device is used by police to immobilize the wheels of repeat parking offenders? A boot, which in England is the name for the trunk.
So you're going with B. You got
You're better off. Yeah. So anyway, why do I like streaming so late? Because my wife and son want to spend time with me during the day. And this is the time I actually get to myself. So I stream during this time. I actually would have streamed a little earlier, but my wife wanted to watch a Netflix show with me. Or wanted me to watch a Netflix show with her. In which of these sports do competitors use, quote, funny cars? What? No, I'm gonna ask the audience here. A funny car? That's not a drag race. I don't know. I'm asking the audience.
Very well. Let's ask the audience.
Drag racing. I mean, that's what I thought, but
Pretty strong result.
can't you just drag race with anything? Like, I don't know, whatever. Clearly, I'm a safe driver, so.
Following the crowd, huh? You are...
Like, I'm the kind of person that tries to drive normally during racing games so I don't lose control of the car. And then I'm just like, oh, screw this, and just never take my foot off the gas. And then, of course, crash the car. Which is why I don't play racing games, because I'm not good at them. What Netflix show? It's about autistic people dating. I can't think of the name of it. I also like Love on the Spectrum or something like that. And what restaurant can you order a Grand Slam? Denny's. Now, I am not a problem drinker, but when I was a swinging single, mingling and whatnot, it was not unusual for me and my buddies to go to Denny's and me force feed myself an omelet at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, there's that.
Okay, here it is.
3 o'clock in the morning is a bit late. 1 to 2 o'clock is more accurate. Now I'm just streaming till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. If a piece of music is in a common time, how many quarter notes are there per measure? What the hell are you talking about? I'm gonna phone a friend here. Yeah, we're gonna phone a friend here.
Sure, phone a friend. I'll dial up a friend of mine who's, not
Denny's at the old location was a blast at 1:30. Yes, it's true. I gotta go watch The Flash. Flash is a good show. Is that on Netflix? Is Flash on Netflix? I'll check that out. I heard Batwoman is a terrible show, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Hello yourself.
How's it going for you?
Allie, have you watched Batwoman and is it good? It's B?
Life in hiding.
It ain't no bouquet of roses, Regis, I'll tell you that.
Sounds like you.
Oh wow, with Nick here I can cheat.
Fire away.
Batwoman is a bad show. Okay.
Comment time.
All the commentary channels on YouTube say it's horrible.
Let's see.
And then apparently their fans are like, you're just toxic men who can't stand strong women. And it's like, people who say that don't realize that guys play video games with strong women all the time.
Okay, good enough. Thanks so much.
Nick, oh, that's right, Nick, you play music.
What do you say?
She kills her best friend. Well, that's a way to start the series. I'm going to go with B because my musician friend is on here, and the Lifeline person said that as well.
And is that your final answer?
It is my final answer, Regis. Who is Dan Blonsky? Well, she's not coming back. You know, Ruby Rose left the show. Because apparently, like, she was a diva on set and didn't want to film a weekly TV show or something like that. And, like, Twitter fans were, like, giving her crap because, like, I don't know, they didn't think... Like, so apparently, like, her character is supposed to be a lesbian and... Ruby Rose is bisexual, I guess, and people were like giving her crap for that on Twitter or something. I don't even know, but Twitter sounds like a horrible place filled with like angry, toxic people. So I try to avoid that on my channel. I just be pretty chill. Like, I mean, on the stream, I'll like talk about politics or stuff every once in a while. But I always try to be pretty fair about everything or empathetic. The process of drilling, or I try to be, I don't know. But the process of drilling holes in a skull is called what? It's not skullduggery. I'm gonna let's do our lifeline here.
All right then, 50-50. Computer, would you please eliminate 2 of the 4 answers, leaving only 1 wrong answer and the correct answer?
Skullduggery's a...
Hope that helps.
I know that's like a term for... I'm gonna go with A. I think I'm at like... I don't have much to lose here.
So you're going with A, huh?
Drilling... Ah, man. So you can tell I'm not a bad person. I don't like drill holes in people's skulls, you know, so... Trepanation. Twitter is extremely difficult to be on anymore. It's all toxic. I heard it's a freaking tire fire, man. I can't, like, I mean, my whole thing is, like, I never got on Twitter because I'm a very visual person. So, like, I like MySpace. I'm still on MySpace and Friend Project because I like that style. So, like, I'm on, like, the MySpace style, partly for retro, partly for continuity. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and, like, all of those things are, like, very visual things that you can express yourself visually through. But Twitter was just like, it just seemed like blurbs and like sound bites and stuff like that, so that never really appealed to me, and I don't really care what celebrities think, so I just never got into Twitter. I actually have I think I have a dead Twitter account or something that I made and just never did anything with, because I don't think it's interesting. But I pay attention to a lot of YouTubers, and oh yeah, I straight up have MySpace. Okay, so fun fact, when I was applying to teach at Cortland, I actually got access to my old MySpace page just to make sure I didn't have anything like inappropriate or embarrassing on there. And I mean, I had some kind of nerdy, goofy pictures, but you know, so I got back in it, and the only reason I actually got off MySpace in the first place, I never got off it, but I kind of ended up not being on it and forgetting my password. And it was because I had dial-up, at a time. I had dial-up up until like 2009. So like everyone was like making their MySpace pages so laden with music and pictures and stuff that my dial-up couldn't load them. And then like more and more of my friends just got on Facebook, and it took less time to load. So I ended up just getting on Facebook more and more, and everyone just started getting off MySpace. So I went on MySpace less and less. But I did try to like, I always kind of like stayed on it. You know, I never like deactivated my account or anything. But then, you know, once I got back into MySpace, I found that they had really like overhauled the site and taken away a good chunk of the stuff that was kind of fun about it, but streamlined some other stuff. But I mean, I liked it. I liked the idea of having a MySpace account too, and being able to like make your MySpace as cool as possible. And like as you get older, you're like, okay, I like this about the past, but I would have done this a bit differently. And so being able to like adjust and customize your MySpace page makes it so like you can like still do it right, you know. So it's like you don't have any regrets about your MySpace page. It's still you. You can make it good even though it's like old, you know. But there's actually a site called Friend Project that's really good. That's literally like all the old MySpace coding. So that's like a lot of fun to be on if you want the original MySpace experience, which I recommend the original MySpace experience. It's better than the new MySpace, which is now filled with like weird bots. And like I'm the only real person on MySpace. I can guarantee that. It's like being the Omega Man on the internet, which is actually kind of fun. It's like, I'm literally the last person on this platform, you know? And it's just like seeing all these cardboard cutouts of your friends that you just kind of like, you say hi to and then you go and push and they fall over because there's just an avatar and nothing behind it. So, yeah, MySpace is interesting. But anyway, in conclusion, I don't like Twitter because it's not visual. I like MySpace, Facebook, and Instagram. So, and YouTube, which is actually, YouTube's my favorite social media because I basically get to have my own cable access channel. So, everyone as an American is allowed to have freedom of speech. However, if you aren't what someone agrees with, it's report or try to get them banned or canceled. Not healthy. That's Twitter. That's what I hear. And I hear, like, I never got on Tumblr. Like, I don't really know what Tumblr is. I heard it had, you know, like, I heard it was kind of like just sharing your stuff, and it had some, like, adult content and whatnot. But I never got on Tumblr. But I heard a lot of, like, Tumblr people are psycho, and they got on Twitter once there was, like, an exodus from Tumblr, and that made Twitter more insane. And, I mean, I don't love or hate the president. I'm personally more sympathetic toward conservative views on something. I would say in the current political climate, I mean, I'm a socialist, but I consider myself more sympathetic toward the conservative perspective in this day and age. But Trump, he gets on Twitter and he like trounces these lunatics who are like emotionally unstable, and it's like he is coming off not emotionally unstable in a weak way, but just like petty. You know, like, he's like, I'm the capitalist alpha male, and you guys don't like me, so I'm gonna really put you in your place and just, you know, troll you. And it's like, you probably should not be doing that. You want to set a better example. I mean, I get it, like, he's not the worst person because he's doing it to people that do it themselves. But this eye for an eye crap is, you gotta be above that stuff. So, anyway, so, I'm a big fan of Regis, and that was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So we spent an hour playing that. You know, Regis is, again, one of my all-time favorite celebrities, up there with Hulk Hogan and Jean-Claude Van Damme. If you ask me who my three favorite American celebrities are, it would be like Hulk Hogan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Regis Philbin. So, yeah, Regis is awesome, and we right now are going to take a brief break from Dre. Hey, Dakota, how's it going, man? We're going to actually take a brief break from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, Dakota, we watched some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire gameplay that I was doing. Because one of my all-time favorite celebrities, Regis Philbin, he passed away on Friday. He was 88. He was someone who I really liked when I was, you know, in elementary school, high school, up to the present. So I'm really, bummed about his passing. So we're playing the Regis Philbin video game, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, on the OG PlayStation. We got as high as $16,000, so I think I can buy myself a PC Engine CD or a JVC XI. Some obscure gaming console I can get with that and have enough to buy like a big hamburger at AJ's or something. So, or maybe I can pay off the rest of my automobile or something. I don't know. My wife would say like put it towards student loan debt, which is the responsible thing to do. But all right, anyway, let's play some Final Bout. So I'm going to just slightly slide over here. And I'm going to get this game right here. Now, we have streamed this in the past, but I got notification about that on CNN. Yeah, CNN's fake news. Regis is actually a robot. He didn't die at all. No, I wish they were true. No, they're not. I mean, I'm saying these things in jest, but I'm afraid like the YouTube voice text detector thing is gonna think I've got a controversial, scandalous live stream, and they're gonna bury me in the algorithm because of my controversial views, which are not controversial at all. I'm just making stupid jokes. But again, that's the problem with machines. They can't read human emotion, right? That's what Blade Runner was all about. Well, actually, that's not what Blade Runner was about at all, because the machines had human emotion. So, right? I mean, you couldn't tell who was a replicant and who wasn't. Watch Blade Runner; it's very good. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that we want the YouTube cybermind to really get to where Decker and Rachel were in Blade Runners. You can counteract that by sucking up to the man, don't worry. I, for one, love Jeff Bezos. He is a kind man and, by all accounts, is the Ubermensch. So, and I'm sure the ladies love him, for sure. I just look at him and I see there is that man is a thorough and gentle lover right there. So that's what Jeff Bezos is right there. So yeah, please don't ban me because he's the best around and nothing's ever gonna keep him down. So anyway, I joke continually. I do like Amazon though. I don't like the Washington Post, but I do like. I can't help myself. But I do love Amazon. I think it does actually a lot of nice things for consumers, and actually can have some potential for small businesses too if you can actually get on Amazon. So, who is Jeff Bezos? He is the guy. He's I think he's the richest man in the world now. He's the guy who runs Amazon and the Washington Post. And the Washington Post has massive media influence, and it actually hates the president right now. And I don't want to talk more about Jeff Bezos because he's got ties to the intelligence community in terms of different things that he sells them. And I'm afraid again that's gonna get me tagged as being some conspiracy theory channel, but it's not. It's all public record. I know he's. I believe he has, given the CIA access to certain things based on his surveillance technologies. So, anyway, there's all that. So he's a very powerful person, and Arrow just said, suck up to the man and it'll all be fine. So he is the quintessential liberal political power broker. So I was just kind of joking around. If I ever want to pretend that I'm making the liberal people mad, I'll just go Alexa, Donald Trump is the Ubermensch. So so there's that. Incidentally, I hate the philosopher Nietzsche who came up with the idea of the Ubermensch. So yeah, that's true. They had the idea that it's you're the Superman and you're better than everyone because you really understand that it's all about power, and you with your cultured values and willful attitude can really just take control of everything because you're that special. This music is so dramatic in this conversation. You want to see some how we have gotten to the point where we're working towards live-action role-playing in 1984. I would love to LARP as in an Orwell book. I just don't want to be Boxer, the kind-hearted horse that ends up getting turned into glue in Animal Farm. I actually did. It was actually funny that we're talking about 1984 because I did a book report. Actually, you know what? I think this is true. I want to say I did my book report on 1984, and then I did my book report on Regis Philbin's autobiography, Who Wants to Be Me. And I was actually looking for that book before I did the live stream because we're honoring Regis with Dragon Ball Final Bout and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But I'm telling you, this game has the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music for its opening. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the book is actually in a box of books that when I moved to the new house, those books there weren't room in the study for, so they're still packed away. So I actually was in the study looking for the Regis Philbin biography, Who Wants to Be Me. So there we go. Regardless of your political perspectives, I encourage you to be ethical and empathetic. Seriously, if you don't want it done to you, okay, then don't do it to other people. Your standards should apply to everyone, including yourself, and they should not be self-destructive standards or hypocritical standards. And try to be aware of how other people might feel when you're critiquing things. Too much of our political discourse has gotten down to, I think, people in colleges, college campuses, and I say this as someone who's got coursework for a doctorate and 2 master's degrees, for specific areas, there's a great depth of knowledge. But when it comes to basic ethics, it's very infantile. They're stuck in the 4th grade at best, And I think too much of that has made its way into political discourse. Everyone now wants to be cynical and power-oriented, and you got to rise above that kind of stuff. And that's what I learned by going to a Christian school, too. So there's that. You don't need a religion to be a good person, per se, but, it helps. Anyway, I'm going to put Final Bout in. And, what do we have on the floor here? Ooh, Billy Idol's Greatest Hits. The rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. In the midnight hour, more, more, more. All right, anyway, so Billy Idol's fantastic, incidentally. All right, so we're going to actually take Regis and put him back in the dugout here. Incidentally, here is the disc to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition. Don't worry, the music's coming back, but this time it's going to have Hinorobu Kageyama sing it. So here's the jewel case where you actually get to see Regis. Arrow, you might be interested. We're actually streaming this in a lower resolution, and it's actually looking like the stream is flowing more smoothly. So I guess your advice was correct. So that's good. I was afraid it was going to get a little too grainy so that you couldn't see what was going on, but it looks like it's actually doing better because it's not having to keep up with all the, you're not getting to see apparently every pore on my head, but everything looks nice anyway. So we're going to actually play some of the Japanese version of Dragon Ball The Final Bout. Call these numbers for all kinds of tips and tricks next time you're in Japan. You probably move it up to 480p and have a bit more balance. I don't think it does 480p, honestly. I think it just does 360, 720. I think it's 7. I want to say it does 360, 720, 1080, something like that. I don't know. Either way, this is fine. The internet service provider was a bit iffy. Yes, my internet service provider is a bit iffy. It was good before. What was wrong? Oh, yeah. I have Spectrum. So I don't know, guys. Tell me, I think everything looks good from my end, but if it doesn't look good, let me know, and I'll try to jack up the resolution some more. Because I know that in a couple of our streams, we had some issues where it was kind of jumping around. I'd be saying things, and then all of a sudden, stuff would jump and you'd miss what I'd say. I mean, it would only be like a second. It would be like Dio from JoJo would stop time and then, like, you know, punch through my chest. But he didn't do that. He just stopped time and, like, went to the kitchen and got a bagel. Okay, cool. As long as we can tell what's happening. All right, good deal. All right, well, on that note, time for some final bout here with this opening that is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is like straight up one of my favorite openings to anything. Mystic Gohan, he's my favorite Dragon Ball character. Yeah, when I played this game at first, I was really hoping that... Because I hadn't seen Dragon Ball GT yet when I played this, and I was like, man, I really hope Dragon Ball GT is just like this game. And it wasn't. You know, the idea that there were like all these like crazy dream matches and stuff. We're just happy to see you live, relaxing back, and talking about cool stuff. Well, thank you. I'm happy to have an audience to listen to me do that. Do. Alright, so. There's our opening that sounds like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It has that do. Atsui biggest fight. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to put it on hard. And if we can get through this game and not lose a match, we will... It's crazy you're already at 29. 29 what? If we don't lose a match, I think we get Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Mystic Gohan. Oh, yeah, my live stream is at 29. You're right. Yeah, time does fly. Noel Live 29. Game looks really nice on this Trinitron here. It's nice to be able to really get the clearest possible picture out of your PlayStation here. He's gonna do some Majin Vegeta style blow himself up. The Dragon Ball Super manga, like I've been kind of following what's going on that on YouTube, and the story sounds like really, really good so far. Like better than anything the anime's been doing, in all honesty. Well, I don't know, like Black Goku was like really, really good. Seeing as I've been saving every live stream in the event that copyright notices mess up the channel, I'm slowly running out of hard drive space. Wow, that is very flattering. Thank you. I'd say try to put them on the cloud, but then you never know what the hell's going to happen on the cloud. Rogue sound reference. So the boyhood dream really has become a reality. I've got a big old TV here with crystal clear picture, really pumping out the RBGs, the RGBs, the Ruth Bader Ginsburgs of the world. Actually, no, it's much better than Ruth Bader Ginsburg. This is unadulterated red, blue, and green I mean, obviously, if you pump this through a professional video monitor, the resolution will be higher, making things, I don't know, just look a bit more, more cartoony, I guess. Stuff would be so smooth that would just be, look a bit more, a bit more polished, I guess, but this still, this is a Trinitron with, RGB component going, and it looks really, really amazing. Nice big screen, huge clear picture. And we're playing this from adapter that, can take the SCART RGB out of the PlayStation and convert it to the 480i component of your Trinitron TV. I've made a bit of a 2 to 3 year habit of making a copy of everything I take interest in. That is a good idea, man. So, I mean, what I did actually was, like, old YouTube videos, I would go to my best friend's house and tape. So I would literally hook his computer up to a VCR and VHS the videos I liked. Because I was afraid that either YouTube was going to go away, or the videos I liked were going to get, disappeared. So, I have, that's how I was able to get the Hogan Muta match on my YouTube channel. Because they actually took that match off of YouTube, and like Hogan came out to his Real American entrance in the one that was up for so long, and then for whatever reason that got taken down, and there was no record of Hulk Hogan coming out to that match on YouTube to Real American, but I had it VHS taped, so I took my VHS tape and I captured it and ripped it. I can't find my capture USB device, because my son lost it, I think. He was running around and playing with it, and I don't know where it is now. So I gotta find it or get a new one. Without the internet is these days, I don't know how long. Yeah, no, it's true, man. It's always a good idea to have hard copies of stuff. Because if you just put everything digitally, it's it's all out of your hands, If you got something in your possession physically, it's a lot harder to lose that through a force other than your own hand. Way to go, Gohan. You go, Gohan. I have a hankering for M&Ms. I almost want to pause the game and take a road trip to the kitchen, but we'll power through. Normally I have some kind of overpowered smoothie filled with egg whites and fruit and vegetables, like twice a day, and I haven't really had that today. St. Anthony's, my favorite church, was my favorite church because it's the church I go to and teach at. They were selling sausage and peppers in the parking lot, and my wife didn't want hers, so I had like 2 sausage and pepper subs today. There's some good stuff. Sugi Pawada. It's Dragon Ball GT Super Saiyan Goku. So, I mean, because the opening riff to this game's theme music is the opening to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This game came out before Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, definitely in the United States. I don't know when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire came out in England. So that would be something like one of you could look up while I'm playing the game. Because if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire came out in England before 1996, then it's likely that this game took that sample and put it as part of their opening. But if it didn't, then it's likely that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire either ripped off the opening to this game, or there's just some common like music sample thing in whatever keyboard was used to compose the openings to this game and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
自分でも信じられない。僕にかなわないことは。
Alright, we're gonna have a father-daughter beatdown. They really should have had Pan, I think, be more like Bulma in Dragon Ball GT. I'm still shooting myself in the foot for not saving these long-running Japanese manzai comedy skits that seem to be completely gone now. It's probably just the same chord progression. Could be. I'm still curious about when the British Who Wants to Be a Millionaire came out. It's a very unique chord progression that I mean they sound like darn near identical. But I mean you're the musician, so you'd know. There's like in the last Columbo in the nightclub, they play literally a chunk from the opening to Capcom vs. SNK. Millennium Fight 2000. Yeah, I mean, if you just are cheap with this game and do dash and punch, you can really do well in it. It's Future Trunks. So I want to say it was this game, and then the next Dragon Ball game was Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance. I don't think that game, I don't even know if Legacy of Goku came out in Japan. Japanese gamers, I think, would have had to import it from the United States. Maybe it was out in Japan. I don't know. Those Game Boy Advance Dragon Ball RPGs were good, though. They were action RPGs. They were fun. And, I mean, they were, you know, good, I think, at conveying the story of Dragon Ball. Yeah, Gohan freaking one-shotted Frieza in that one movie, the one Dragon Ball movie where all the bad guys were getting out of hell. Yeah, I want to say I've got that. That was Fusion Reborn, that movie. I have absolutely no interest in seeing Frieza as anything other than a bad guy that acts like a challenge and then gets freaking wrecked. I do not like Frieza at all. You've got Gohan with his name in kanji while Trunks is Trunks, yes. Son Goku. Yeah, I think like there's just certain Dragon Ball characters that they just thought it would look cool, or they were like very important and bold and unique, so they decided to put their names in English. Say what you will about the you know, lack of fluid gameplay in this game. I think the graphics are great and the music is great. And the gameplay, once you kind of know how to game it, it's really fun. I mean, it's nothing like Street Fighter where there's like specific timing and things like that, you know. Dragon Ball Z Dream Match right here. Mystic Gohan versus Vegito. hang on. I know Dakota's making some interesting insights about music, but I can't screw around fighting a fused Super Saiyan here. So Dragon Ball Z should have ended with Gohan beating Majin Buu, and so what they should have done is had Vegito stall Majin Buu while Gohan shrunk himself down into Majin Buu and freed Gotenks and Piccolo, and I think that would have been the good way to start to wrap up the Majin Buu saga. But yeah, I don't know. Toriyama, who I love dearly, he's a huge artistic hero of mine, and I'm entering a contest that he's a judge in. So just to even have him look at my artwork is the biggest honor I can think of in terms of my artistic aspirations. But I do not like the way he ended Dragon Ball. It was rushed and sloppy. But nevertheless, he's the master, and I'm just me, so I'm a huge Gohan fan. There's only so much you can do with different chord progressions. There's so many different songs use the same chord progression. It's just how music is. Alright, baby. If we can win, I'm pretty sure we're going to fight Super Saiyan 4 Goku and get him unlocked. Problem with this game is that I think to unlock the characters, you just have to keep beating the game over and over again. Like, those hidden characters don't stay unlocked, I don't believe. Now, I know there's like a level up mode on here where you can like level up certain characters. Like a character of your choosing to be like really tough. It's got an RPG element. We just perfected Baby Vegeta with Mystic Gohan. Now we haven't lost a match, and it's on hard, so I'm pretty sure Super Saiyan 4 is gonna come. Yeah.
ああ、見せてみろ。何が変わったのか。今の勝てるやつなんて一人。
I actually really like the Super Saiyan 4 design. No mercy. This is by far the strongest character in this game. I'm really hoping they have Gohan go Super Saiyan 4 and Super. Because they've got all the other guys as like just, Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct Silver, that kind of thing. But Gohan's always had the unique transformation. And the perfect victory right there.
勝てないなお前は。
Well, here's that chord progression we're all talking about. Really great artwork in this game. Just I can't say enough good things about the visuals in this game. And there's my man right there. The anime character I identify with. Although I identify with Krillin's hairstyle. GT Trunks looks badass like that. There's Cell with a PlayStation 5 on his head. So, now what we have here is a really long power ballad sung by Hinorobu Kageyama, where like all of the characters slowly make their way. Goku Comics. This is actually a really nice song here, and I wanted to go in the kitchen and get some food, but I want to show you, like just some up close. So there's the GT crew right there. Now again, I think the problem with GT was that, they always had romantic tension between Bulma and Yamcha, and Goku was like the goofy kid in the middle. So if you really wanted to recapture that, you needed to have like Pan be more like Bulma and Trunks play the Yamcha trope. Yeah. So, or they could have done something where like Gohan went into space with them and was like the straight man to everyone else's goofiness or something, but it was just structured kind of awkwardly in the Grand Tour episodes. And then once it got to the fighting episodes, it was it was just all let's hurry up and let's find a way to get Goku the win, and completely neglected all the other characters in terms of the progress and character development and power level development they had in Dragon Ball Z, which was really lame because they really did some great stuff with Dragon Ball Z. So look at those yummy scan lines right there. There's Boo eyeing Piccolo and Gohan there. Did you restock on the zebras? No, I just have peanut butter M&Ms. I have to get more zebras tomorrow. I mean, I try to eat like a balanced diet that I just don't go like completely insane on. Like I'll try to make sure I get all my fruits and vegetables through smoothies. That I'll just like throw like fistfuls of like blueberries and kale in a blender, I've made some great smoothies, and then I've made some horrendous smoothies. So I'm a huge fan of the TV show Matlock, and so like that's on at 10 o'clock, and like pretty much every 10 o'clock weekday I'll make a smoothie. And I decided to do one where I threw like apples and like tomato juice, and it was like not good. Like I threw other stuff in there. Like I did like asparagus and eggs. I had asparagus, egg whites, and bananas. That was freaking horrendous, man. Like I had to power through that thing, and then make a giant cup of coffee to try to wash that down with. So there's your thank you to the fans there. Because this was for a long time considered to be the final piece of Dragon Ball gaming. Yeah, there it is, Dragon Ball GT, the final bout with our very cool ending. And we're going to get this nice splash screen here of Super Saiyan 4 Goku telling us congratulations, because we beat the game. Alright, I do the same thing. I love berries and all that. Strawberries are amazing. Yeah, so I don't know. So we're going to go take a field trip to the kitchen. I don't know what we're going to play next. We've played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to honor the late, great Regis Philbin. You know what I got? I got lots of Juji fruits. So, but I am jonesing for some chocolate right here, so. There's always room for zebra cakes. That is true. It's like freaking 12. It's almost 12 o'clock at night, though. But I'm tempted to have coffee, but I'm not gonna make a whole other pot of coffee at 12 o'clock at night because that would be insane. Although I'm a pretty easy sleeper. if I just put some headphones in or some subtitles on something, I'll fall asleep. As you guys all know from the stream, you know, if I'm ever trying to play an RPG late at night, I'll start to get kind of punchy. So, did you close the cupboard door? You are a smart kid. Check this out. No, I did not close the cupboard door. All right, good deal, Allie. All right. Okay. The cupboard door is closed now. Are you happy? See? It's nice and closed. Right, there you go. All right, all right, all right. Good deal. Okay. So, we're going to go back in the game room here. And, let's see, what are we going to play here? We could check out the Tenchi Muyo strategy RPG that we got in the mail today. Now, again, there's always the risk I might get a little punchy playing it, but I'm all hopped up on M&M's, so, yeah, I'll be fine. Alright. So, let's play some Super Famicom. I've actually been really beefing up the Super Famicom collection. Retro Zoltan, as we speak, is, he has the gold Famicom Mini, and he is adding games to it. He's working very hard on it. If any of you guys want anything enhanced as far as your mini consoles, definitely Retro Zoltan. He's got a website. He had an Etsy store, and he's on eBay. So right here, he's on my fridge. Retro Zoltan, and his website here for eBay, right there. So, ta-da. You know when I fall asleep during your live streams, when I don't say goodnight. Yeah, that's fine. It's a compliment to have someone say I fall asleep at night to your videos, because that means you have enjoyable content that you want to wind down to. You know, people don't fall asleep to shrill videos that they hate. So, I mean, unless you're like some kind of psycho like Allie Metcalf, and then it's like, I don't know. But I kid. Okay. So, I'm going to show you guys some games. This place is actually a site called Fancy Games on Etsy. And what I get from them is I get games that are Super Famicom RPGs that were never translated into English. And they make custom cartridges of them with the English translations. And you actually get to choose your own cartridge color. Now, this is Star Ocean, which is one of the best role-playing games you can ever play. And it is a really powerhouse of 16-bit RPG gaming. And we also have another one that I really, really like, Tales of Fantasia. So this is a really good one. I'm thinking about what one I want to get next. They're about like $30 to $50 a pop to get like the custom cartridges and the translated ROMs and all that other stuff. Actually, they're like $30, and then by the time you pay for like shipping and all that other stuff, it knocks it closer to $50. But I collect a lot of Famicom games, and the cool thing about Famicom games is that they had all these different colored cartridges, and it's cool that you can actually get different colored cartridges for your Super Famicom RPGs. They're more like they're in the SNES Super Nintendo cartridges, but they're the RPGs that were out only for the Super Famicom, but translated into English because sadly RPGs were not brought over to the United States in very high quantity until Final Fantasy VII came out, and that really changed the game because then everyone wanted to hop on the Final Fantasy VII bandwagon. Shipping is a big bitch, it's true. But nevertheless, it can get you some cool stuff. And then the game I ordered today is my favorite strategy RPG, Tenchi Muyo. This is one of my all-time favorite animes. I would say my original top 3 animes are Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, and Tenchi Muyo. And Tenchi Muyo was the 3rd anime I ever really got into, and it's really good. It's actually from the creators of Bubblegum Crisis, one of my favorite animes. In fact, Tenchi Muyo was a result of a lot of the Bubblegum Crisis creators wanting to do something more centered on the character Maki. But that desire ended up turning into Tenchi Muyo. So, so this is actually I think this is the first big splash harem anime where you have a nerdy, relatable guy becoming the object of desire of a lot of alien women. So, definitely, they understand their viewers, that's for sure. The fine people at AIC. So we're going to play some Tenchi Muyo and see where it takes us here. Another RPG that I'd like... I already have a copy of this, but since this place does custom color cartridges, I'd actually really like to get a red Radical Dreamers cartridge, because Radical Dreamers is all about the Frozen Flame, and that is red. So... okay, let me see what you're saying here. That's why I sell less on eBay, because it used to be $10 to $15. Now, when it's anywhere between $17 to $23, no thanks. I just take my stuff to Guitar Center, and there you go. Cool. Yeah, do your thing, man. You know what I want to show you guys, actually, before we get down to... I'm going to actually do, before we get down to Tenchi... I'm going to do a whole video on this because I like to do videos about this topic for whatever reason, because I'm insane. Getting HDMI on your Trinitron TV. So we have one video where I show how you do that with a S-video to component. So basically... you get a S-video to HDMI, and then hook the S-video to an S-video to component, and then you have the component go to here, and that's one way you can get an HDMI picture on your component video through here. But then the other way, the really good way, the way to get it through with the best picture, so it's playing like it's a DVD player, is why is this not working? Is this not on? Oh, the TV's not on. I shut the TV off. So it's why isn't this working? It's oh, the TV's not on. This right here, this is the thing that I ended up getting the Coach sunglasses for. Is, there you go, okay? See how sharp and crystal clear that picture is? Yeah, it's beautiful stuff. This right here is the, universal HDMI to component video converter. So yeah, this is how you can watch Netflix or all your streaming services on a Trinitron TV and basically have it in your CRT HD. So I'm really happy with this. So here's my my go-to channels: Pluto TV, Retro Crush, Tubi, and then of course YouTube. So you can get it all here. Sold a drum recently for $20. It was shipped and it was $18. What the hell? Retro Crush is really good, but has not been. It tends to like freeze quite a bit, which is sad because they've got some crazy good anime on it. But you take a look at how good this looks. Like seriously, this is what a TV from like the late '90s can do. Okay, it can give you equivalent high definition if you know how to work it and if you have a good enough TV. And the Trinitron is the consumer grade TV of choice here. So, some pastel Yumi. GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I love the opening to this because it's from Larkin CL. Hopefully we don't get into trouble for showing this, but I actually really would like to show the opening to Great Teacher Onizuka. The only problem I find with some of these streaming services is they really crank the hell out of the commercial volume. So, I feel like it would be better if you manage to turn that 16 by 9. I can turn it into 16 by 9. It'll just letterbox it'll just kind of letterbox it. So I can do that though. I'll show you. Hold on. Where's my remote go? Oh, it's right here. I mean, I'm personally more of a 4x3 guy for this kind of thing. But, so. But yeah, so this TV's nice. You can go to setup. And that's how you can like 16 by 9 it, but it's already in 4x3 for a lot of these, so
high school girls' panties, weren't you? Hey, do you hear me, dude? Because I'm talking to you, man.
I'll pump the color up a little bit here. I'm always obsessing about color on this TV, so I mean, I'm sure my viewers are gonna plummet. This is Noel obsessing about color on a CRT TV. What's just the right amount of vividness and clarity? So, anyway, yeah. So this is a Great Teacher Onizuka. It's a really good anime, and I was hoping it would play Driver's High, because that's like, as a teacher, I like these like an anime where the main character is a cool teacher is something that I can identify with, being like the coolest teacher ever. Or I like to think so. But basically the story in this anime is this retired gang member decides to become a teacher. Now, he's not like a Crip or a Blood. He's like a cool Japanese greaser delinquent. And he decides to take that personality as he ventures into adulthood. So, definitely for movie releases and stuff like that. Actually, this Trinitron is good because it can do 16 by 9. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I tend to be more for the 4x3 because a lot of the stuff that I watch was originally in 4x3, but this can flex its 16 by 9 muscles, although you'll get a letterbox. If, that's just kind of comes with the territory. But, I mean, of course, everyone will say, like, oh, why don't you just buy a new TV? I have a new TV. I get it. I like new TVs. But, I also like this right here. Like, this is where the magic happens. So, yeah, I'm trying to get us the opening to this here. Now, normally I'm more of a sub than a dub guy, but I'm working on my manga. So what I'll do is I'll be in the dining room, and this is my like drawing station here, and I'll basically like be in here, and since I can't like speak Japanese, I'll try to put on either an anime in Japanese that I've seen a lot, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or an anime and that's in English that I can watch. Okay, here's the opening to it. This has got a great opening here. I probably won't play like the whole opening because I don't want to get in trouble. But this is such a nice song, and the visuals are really nice. Now this is a free service though, so I don't think we'd get in trouble. I actually have this on CD. Hyde is such a good singer. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that. We don't want to get in any more trouble than necessary, but I do encourage you all, if you can track down, if you ever want to track down some Larkin CL, they're a very good Japanese band. And if you're into anime and 90s Japanese culture, there's no way that you can be into that and not be aware of Larkin CL, because they're freaking awesome. Alright, let's play some Tenchi. Tenchi Muyo. Again, High School Noel was all about Regis Philbin and anime. Don't believe me? Ask my friends. So I'm going to actually set up the TV here. There we go. And we'll power on some Tenchi. But we have to actually put the cartridge in before we do that. So. You know what, YouTube just needs to get good at discretion. Stream the whole show and say, F the system. Mihoshi! So, this game has really, really good graphics that really pump the muscles of the Super Famicom. Great crisp anime graphics, really good looking chibi graphics, great music. I mean, the thing I loved about the Super Famicom is it did a really nice job of making 16-bit anime, and this game is no exception. And this game, playing on a good professional video monitor, looks insanely good. It's Washu. I'm going to pull up a chair here so I'm not just kneeling next to the camera here. So, this is actually my second Tenchi Muyo game, because we're actually trying to navigate our way through a bit of Pretty Sammy on the Sega Saturn. But that's all in Japanese, and that's a text-based game, so we're definitely going to need to get some kind of translation for that. Everybody, breakfast is ready. Good morning, Sasami. I actually really like this game because it's very straightforward and story-driven and funny and digestible. And it looks really, really good. I mean, this is a perfect translation, I think, of the anime into 16-bit role-playing form. This is exactly how it should look. The characters are expressive. They're in their chibi form, so it fits in very well with the capabilities and the style of the hardware, the whole kind of aesthetic that hardware brings and the worlds it creates. So this is very, very good in my opinion. And I don't play a lot of strategy RPGs, but this is the first strategy RPG I ever beat, and I really, really enjoy it. So this definitely has a high place in my heart when it comes to Super Nintendo games and Super Nintendo RPGs. Now, when it comes to role-playing games, and I say this as a huge Sega Genesis fan, Sega Mega Drive fan, the Super Famicom, I mean, Japan loves their RPGs, and Super Famicom was easily the #1 console in Japan, just dominating the hell out of everything, huge cultural phenomenon. And so this game was just riddled with awesome JRPGs that a bunch of them just got left in Japan for if you're a US person. But again, thankfully, a lot of people have done translations of those RPGs, and people are now making a lot of reproduction cartridges that you can actually play on your original hardware. So it's really, really nice to be able to finally get these things on cartridge. Now, I mean, there was always the underground networks and things like that where, you know, you could do like reproductions or floppy disks or things like that. But, you know, it's nice to be able to have my own English copy of Tenchi Muyo on Super Famicom. So basically, you know, we always have Ryoko and Ayeka fighting over Tenchi, just the kind of quintessential Japanese country bumpkin kid. You know, heart of gold, but just kind of trying to navigate his way through an absurd set of surroundings. And now you add sexy alien girls to the mix, and Mihoshi, the ditzy Playboy bunny police officer, and good times follow. Basically, just these girls all have their own personalities and kind of fall over each other with their over-the-top personalities and their love of Tenchi. Incidentally, if you have not watched Tenchi Muyo, I can't recommend it enough. The OVA, the first OVA series and Tenchi Universe are what I would really recommend. And the Mihoshi special. So all of those, so the Mihoshi OVA. The Mihoshi OVA, the first OVA series, which is two. Okay, the first, I think there's like 2 OVA series. So like the first OVA set of episodes, the Mihoshi OVA, and then Tenchi Universe. That is what I would recommend as far as Tenchi Muyo. Tenchi in Tokyo does have some good episodes that are really, really funny. But at the same time, the animation on it is really different looking than its predecessors. And the story is not horrible, but it's not as good. It definitely takes place in a different timeline, and it's just a little bit less relatable and engaging on every level, I would argue. But, I mean, again, people are different. So, oops, I forgot to... No. Move. Sorry. Just so used to playing regular RPGs where it's just like, oh, just mash the attack button until it tells you to do something. Alright, here comes Ryoko. We'll tag this alien here. Here comes Mihoshi. Man, that's like point blank. Man, she missed? She's freaking right in front of that thing. Tenchi lost 6 hit points. Man, Ryoko lost 16. These guys are definitely going hard here. Okay, it's my turn, so we get to attack back. That got rid of that one. Right, Ayaka's leveling up here. Alright, back to our fight here. Can I, please attack? Because, you know, these guys are, they're throwing hands here. And we're gonna sandwich this guy between Tenchi and Ayaka. Still didn't do it. Well, let's see if we can take this fellow out here. Not yet. Alright, Mihoshi, let's try not to miss here. Incidentally, if you guys aren't watching Kenny Lauderdale's YouTube channel, you need to, because he talks about a lot of really good anime from the time period that I love the most, the 80s and 90s. How does she keep missing? This is like ridiculous. I mean, I know Tenchi made the mistake of standing in between those guys, but I think it was important for, you know, him to try to sandwich this thing between Ayaka and himself. Ayaka's ending these guys left and right, though. It's Tenchi's turn. Yeah, this game is... I mean, I find it very enjoying. Looks like everything's okay. Now Ryoko and Ayaka are both fighting over Tenchi. Be quiet and leave us alone. Tenchi-san. Shitsuki. Ryoko's getting a little testy here. Making sure no one's stomping on her grounds. See, I'm already getting tired playing this game. I can feel it. I can always feel when I start getting tired, because it starts with my feet, and I start to get this kind of like sore, light feeling in the base of them. And then I inherently start to become drowsy. And then, you know, the next thing I know, I fall asleep. I would say out of all the Tenchi girls, my favorite would be Mihoshi. Just because she's, you know, just a good-natured lunatic. Alright, so it's Tenchi's turn here. We're just gonna try to work our way up to the baddies here. Alright, no enemies in range. Thing about these games is I always think of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and range. Like, you're in my range. What is this game? This is Tenchi Muyo. It is a strategy RPG for the Super Famicom, translated into English. So basically, the whole premise of Tenchi is he is an average, kind of nerdy, nice Japanese kid that ends up becoming the object of affection for, say, 5 alien women. Come on, Tenchi. Guy Jillionaire recently, I didn't fall asleep, but I left for a tiny bit. I'm getting tired. That's my problem. Because I'm playing an RPG that requires a lot of reading. Guy Jillionaire, the YouTuber, did a really good video recently about why A and B are like reversed positions on the controller. And the reason is that the people at Nintendo were, you know, just positioning the dash button in a more convenient location, basically. Man, we're hurting here. Come on, Aika, hang in there. Come on. Hit this lady here with the haymaker. So we have a ditzy girl who just kidnapped Sasami here. My ship is parked near the North Mountain. That's as good a place for it as any. It's like Sasami is been abducted here, leading to all kinds of excitement. Ryoki. Where is Ryoki? Ryoki, if you don't know, is like the bunny cat creature that Ryoko owns in Washu. Well, this game is really, really good. The music is making me fall asleep. No, it's been doing the same thing for me too, so I actually think we're going to take a little bit of a break from Tenchi. We played through the first chunk of fights there, so we'll take a break. You know, we're at 2 hours. We'll do one more game of something. We'll wrap up the live stream because it is 12:30. So we need to start thinking realistically about going to bed. Yeah, good stuff. I'm going to have to end up replacing these for my son because as I said in the previous live stream, these are potty snacks. So, well. We're going to play one more game for the night. It can't be an RPG because we'll fall asleep. Because, RPGs are text heavy with soothing music. So, no. And it's they're supposed to be because that's the kind of games that they are. But if you're trying to stay awake doing a live stream, it's not always the most conducive thing. So, what should we play for our final game? If any of you have any suggestions, I'll play a fighter. Alright. How about Vampire Savior? That's a good one. Alright. We'll play some Darkstalkers 3. Now, what would be a cool game to get? Just to have. Is the Super Nintendo version of Street Fighter Alpha 2. That is a rarity. I'm gonna just grab some more M&Ms before we start the fight. Alright. Let's get to it. Probably put these in a bowl. Sounds good. If I don't say it, good night. All right, well, we'll see how well you can maintain consciousness when we take a shot at Vampire Savior. All right, hold on. One sec. Just setting up our camera here. Alright, well, we have Whaley, we have our camera stand, we have me, we have our PlayStation, and now I'm going to position our camera like so. All right. could play some sexy rock, paper, scissors, but let's not. Alright, here we go. This game has a ridiculously good opening. Good stuff. No data on our memory card. Oh, you know what? I said this. I put like high-res graphics on this, so it's making some glitching on it. I should just take that high res off, but we'll be fine for the rest of this stream with it. I just really like the opening to this game, too. Alright, we're gonna crank this turbo speed all the way up to 1. All the way up to the highest we can go. We'll pump the difficulty down to 1. Alright, 2 to be. Yeah, let's go with Morgan. I really got to get the high res off this game. It just makes it look all glitchy. I know when you smooth out the graphics on certain PlayStation 2 games that happened. So. With the fast gameplay, it's not like that unreasonable. Soul Feast. Pretty music. This game, I'm telling you, man, like, aesthetically speaking, this is a freaking top-notch title. The artwork, the music, the gameplay, the speed, everything is just fires at a very, very high function. Well, that was quick. With the way that we're rolling now, we'll maybe beat the game and then wrap up the live stream. It's the green screen. Just doing a lot of jabbing and fierce punching here. And at our current difficulty level, that seems to be an effective way to whiz through things, but I don't know. We'll just see how it continues to pan out. Again, I love the pretty artwork and dynamic poses on this game. Buletta, known as Baby Bonnie Hood in the United States. She's a Little Red Riding Hood with a machine gun. And a murderous violent streak. Be curious to check this out on the Saturn. but this version is really fun. So. You know, back to a topic we were talking about earlier, you know, Nick was saying how he wanted Marvel vs. Capcom on his PlayStation. It's like $200. You know, not that long ago, they'd actually released Marvel vs. Capcom and some other titles on the PlayStation Store. And sadly, those aren't around anymore, so, you know, go for the hard copy if you can. Now, if you did download those games, you still get to have them. It's not like they, like, broke into your system and took your stuff, but they just don't sell them anymore. Ah, we didn't win that one, though. We're almost at the end of the game. We only got like 2 fights left. Before we get to the giant demon space baby. That'll help things a bit. For whatever reason, PlayStation always likes to put the fierce attacks on the shoulder buttons, and that can really affect your timing negatively, but it is what it is. I mean, if you're skilled at these games and have a sense of timing and can see openings, you'll be fine. Fetus of God. It's Jeddah, who fancies himself the Lord of Vampire. Beautiful, beautiful music in this game. Went for my super move and he got me in his. Alright, no more screwing around here. Alright, beat the game. In under 10 minutes, and all we have to do is just pump the difficulty down to 1 and put it on 1 round. Oh no, Lilith is going to be her final boss. It's the deserted chateau. So Lilith is part of Morgan's soul that has formed its own identity. So while Morgan is the more, bodacious Pamela Anderson style succubus, Lilith is more of the Marianne in the Gilligan's Island formula here. Morgan is Ginger, and Lilith is Marianne. She's also unconscious right now, too, because we just nailed her with that uppercut. And bats. Now, time for our ending. And we really, really need to get this off of high-res graphics when I get a chance, because all this is not supposed to be there, but it, still, it's not, like, a huge deal. It just makes the game seem kind of awkwardly glitchy in the margins, but it doesn't really affect anything. So Morgan reabsorbs Lilith. and now goes around and sees things with the new insights and refreshing perspective of a spunky chick like Lilith. And there we have it. Hello. So we're just about approaching the 2.5 hour mark for our stream, and it's actually approaching 1 o'clock in the morning. So I think it probably would be wise for us to wrap it up. So we've had some fun remembering the legendary Regis, and also playing some cool games like Dragon Ball, the final bout. We had some yummy kitchen snacks. We played the Tenchi Muyo strategy RPG, and we rounded it all off with some Great Teacher Onizuka intro and a quick run on Vampire Savior. So, good stuff. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all your friendship and support. We will be streaming in the next couple days. Probably not tomorrow night, because thank you for your friendship and viewership, my friend. Probably not tomorrow night, because that's Columbo. So I'll always watch Columbo and Collector's Call and Dick Van Dyke and The Honeymooners, and that's kind of my Sunday routine. And we'll stream on Monday. Because, I don't watch Monday Night Raw anymore, and it's just a, fun thing to do on Mondays. So, cool. I will do my best to rest well. You rest well, because it's getting late, and a lot of us are on the East Coast, although Diego is, he's sitting pretty in his Western time zone there, so enjoy that. Cool. All right, well, thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate all your friendship and interest in the channel and in the live stream. Get some sleep, or if it's not that late where you are, stay up and have a cool beverage. And until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the very near future. Bye-bye.